Hi everyone, it's JoJo and Jenny Jen.
Hi.
Today, I thought that I would come on and use TooksCraftTable's Blue Christmas. It's also her add-on. I'll leave a link below where you can go get the kit with her discount codes. So what we're going to make is these folios that I have showed you in the past. I got two out here, but these are what I've made for my ephemera. So I have two of them made up, so that way I can keep all my ephemera in them. And if you turn them upside down, it doesn't fall out. So what we started with,
Beautiful.
thank you. What I started with is just a vanilla file folder, and I cut it down. Let me grab my ruler. I've cut this to 11 1/4 inches wide, and it is 8 1/2 inches long this way. So it's about like that you would make for a journal. I went ahead and inked my edges for you. And I've got my papers all cut out, ready to go. Can raise that up just a little bit. But I have chosen, this was one whole page. And I've chosen it, I had it right the first time, chosen it to be the front and the back of my little book. I decided to do the Christmas folio because I have no Christmas ephemera except for what's in this kit. Every year at Christmas time, I use up everything that I have. So I thought it would be cool to make this folio. And then that way I can make Christmas throughout the year, make ephemera for it. Now, on my other ones, I sewed them down, but I didn't on this one. But you can sew it if you'd like. I just thought that I would try to do this kind of quick and just not sew it.
I just had to trim a piece off mine. Because I've got a 1/4 inch spine on mine. And when I put it all together, I didn't leave. I didn't measure my little pages to go on front properly. So I've just had to just take a fraction off. So that they will go on. I should have checked that before, but I didn't.
And I just try to line it up the best that I can.
Did you say about the kit?
The Blue Christmas?
Yeah. Did you Did you mention it?
Yes, it's
I
from
did.
TooksCraftTable.
I didn't sort of hear. I'm sorry. I'm deaf.
Oh,
Move on.
you're fine. These pages that I put in here, they're just like about 1/4 inch away from, my edging. But that's part of my fault on Jen, is I gave her the wrong measurements. This one's approximately 8 inches in length. And then 5 1/16 inch wide.
Oh, I needed something to close it with, didn't I? Oops.
To what? Close it with?
A closure,
Oh, I didn't make closures for mine
Oh,
because
did you?
No, I like the wide mouth on these. They set up fine, open. But since I'm using it for ephemera, you can put a closure if you'd like to.
And
Um,
I'll just put something, wrap something around it.
but the reason I didn't put closure is so that way when I grab it, I can just
Yes,
grab and go, and I
makes
don't
sense.
have to. See, this one's for my mermaids, and I put a tag.
Yep. Oh, I see. Yep.
Yeah, one says mermaids, and the other one says fussy cut, because these are all fussy cut for mermaids
Yes,
instead of my tags.
I see.
Or yeah, tags. I was saying it right. Are you doing the inside pages now?
I'm still just going my outsides. I'm slow, girl. I'm slow.
Oh, you're okay. This was in the kit too, the Blue Christmas. It's as one page. I think this is how I cut it apart, but I can't remember. But it's just beautiful, and these collage pages are awesome.
I
So,
just absolutely love them. The whole kit is really beautiful.
oh yes, took is amazing.
And my favourite where she's got her dog actually.
Oh yeah, Mr. Darcy.
Yes.
That's Mr. Darcy. He is so funny. She posts things sometimes on her Facebook about different little things with Mr. Darcy, and he always makes me smile.
Okay, what I'm going to stick down the middle of mine, just so that um, my centerpiece will hold. I'm using this.
Okay, sports tape.
Yes. And I'm just going to stick it down. It's like a sticky fabric.
Is that like kind of like our cheesecloth?
Um, it's very sticky and very strong, as you can see.
Oh, okay.
But it just gives a little bit of strength, I guess,
Yeah.
to the center. Otherwise, um, they're inclined to tear over time.
Well, that's a nice idea. I hadn't even thought about using something like that.
Yeah, so I just use that, and then I'll just trim it off a little bit here. My scissors will cut it.
That's why whenever I first came out with these, I've kind of waited a while because I wanted to see what their strength and how they held up.
Yeah. No, they do wear like over time
Yeah. Well,
because we
shoot that.
cannot buy what do you call it? Um, Come on, help me. That my gosh, brain freeze.
I have that all the time. Last
Um,
night I was trying to think of a word for a jewelry jump ring, and could not think of that to save my
yeah,
life.
that was funny as.
Oh yeah.
You know,
So
you use it. It's an envelope, and you can cut it and put it in. Oh, what is wrong with my brain? Help me, guys.
an envelope. Uh,
Yeah,
is it packaging like packaging tape?
yeah. No, it's a Oh my gosh! Move on. We'll just forget about that. Oh my gosh, that is so awful.
You know what? You'll think of that as soon as this video's over.
Yes, that's terrible. Anyway, not to worry. Move on.
So this is my front. Then of course you have my inside, and then the back.
Yeah, just make sure, like I nearly stuck it down, um, upside down. Like if you've got writing, that sort of thing, it's not upside down because I nearly done that.
Oh, you scared me. I thought I did it.
Well, I was just about. I thought, oh my gosh, I better check that. But yeah, I had it upside down.
Look, my page didn't even come out straight, but that's okay because it's my little ephemera holder. And anytime I'm on camera is when I make all my mistakes.
I get tongue-tied. I do.
So while
Good.
Jen is putting in her center, I chose these to be my middle pages, and I actually print 3 of them. You don't have to print them all the same. You can print any part of the kit that you want to. You can print anything for front or back, or you could use just regular cardstock. It doesn't matter. I just really love these little rocking horses and the little doves. These pages here and I thought they went really well with this. So this is how they'll look in my book. And then
No, it does not.
I think Jen picked different pages for her.
Yes, I did. I picked the blue. I'm just making sure I can close my book
Oh, you're fine.
properly
I'm going to get out my pockets.
because I didn't want to go over the score line. No, that's nice. I'm just going to rub it along like that to straighten it out. Okay. So what are we doing now? I just chose the blue pages for mine, and I've got 3, all of the same.
Okay. So I'm going to take just one page at a time.
Yes.
And I'm actually going to lay my folder out of my way so I don't mess it up. But I have all of my pockets cut.
Are we
Um,
adding the pockets on first? Can't we put it in and then add the pockets?
you can, but whenever I did that, it created a little bit of an issue for me.
Oh, okay.
It just depends on what size that your pockets are. So if you would rather sew it in first, we can do that. But
Well, you're doing it, so I might
I,
sew mine in first.
I actually like putting my pockets on first too, so that way I don't get my glue on the other pages.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's totally up to you. Normally, I would do stitches with the pockets. These are just cardstock. I used a cream color cardstock. Now, I had thought about printing these pages and using those, but I changed my mind because I thought that these will stand out on here. I want to see my pockets. These are about an inch and a half, and then I've done some that are 3 inches and some that are 2. So it's up to you on what size pockets that you'd like to have. Whatever you want is, it just doesn't matter. The reason that I chose using cardstock for my pockets is I have made them with vellum, and vellum is hard to stick it down. And then once you do get it stuck down, you can see the glue through it. And if you sew it, it doesn't matter. It kind of tears out. So it was just for me. It's just a nuisance. I want something more permanent, and I didn't sew these. You all can probably tell these are my faux stitching lines. So I'm going to show you that first on a couple of these. I just took the pocket that I wanted and used a marker, and I just um, made like stitch marks, and then I made like the V shapes to make it look like a zigzag, and then I go back with stitches. Be careful, they'll run together. So this way it looks like it was kind of stitched. Gives it a little bit of to me, a rustic look. I did most of them, but I thought I would do, I have 4 here to do on camera. Now the amount of pockets that you want to put in your book is up to you. It depends on the amount of ephemera that you plan on putting in and the size. The little pockets I use, of course, for the smaller ephemera, and the bigger pockets are for the bigger. Jen's putting in her
Yeah, I'm just putting my signature in. I'm starting from the outside and bring it in the middle. Then I go down to one end, bring it through. And look up the other end and bring it through. I just thought I'd put my signature, just something different, like, yeah.
Oh, it's fine. I think it's so
But we
cool.
can do it, yeah, it can be done either way, sort of thing.
Jen and I have worked with other things and made the exact same thing, like with the same kit or the same papers. And we've even like kind of taught each other
Yeah,
what we're making, and ours are always different. It'll be the same concept and
it turns
look
out.
alike, like it'll be the same book, but our ideas are different, so and our styles are different. And I think that's what makes it so much fun.
It does. It'd be sad if everything was all the same. I'm just adding a little bit of glue to my knot so it doesn't come undone, and I might leave a strand. As
So
you
is
said, you put a tag on yours, so I'm just going to leave a strand so I can add a tag if I choose later.
See, that's funny too, because you see Jen put hers on the outside. And if you look at mine, it's in the middle.
Yeah, you can have it on the outside or the inside. It's your
Yes.
preference to what you would like to do.
But that is just a difference.
Yes.
So I'm going to start gluing my pockets. And keep in mind that the first page that you do is normally your front. So I like to put my little stuff. Don't do like I was getting ready to do. Um, let's see.
So
Let
what
me,
I've used with mine, I used a Optus shopping bag and cut my pockets out, but I add a little flips. And some I run out, and I'll show you how I added my little flips too shortly, because I run out of um, what do you call it, bag, and then I just had to make do with what I had.
yeah, we even made our pockets different. Isn't that cool?
It's just different techniques that you can use, and you can make it a patchwork one, or the choice is yours. There's no right or wrong when you come to journaling.
And I just eyeball these. It's okay, if they're not so straight. But one thing you might want to do is if you have your ephemera handy. So let's just let me just pull one of these out of here.
I think I was going to add a small one
So
up the top here.
like with these, um, I could go ahead and add a piece of ephemera that I'm going to put in there so I can see them. So I know how tall to put my next one. So that way I'm not, the ephemera is going to have room. But at the top here, I want to leave some extra room. So that way, I have room for my ephemera in it. so it doesn't, I don't like it sticking out over the top. And if you want these perfect, you can use your ruler to help make it easier. But see, when I put those in there, they won't stick out over the top.
So I've just added a piece in mine where I didn't have enough to turn for a little tuck piece, and it was a torn packet, so I just made sure I cut it out where the torn piece is on the flap.
So this is my second page. I'm sorry, Jen, did I interrupt you?
Oh, you're fine, hon.
Okay. So this is my second page, and I'm going to pretty much do it just like I did the front. Make sure not to go all the way around your pocket. I'm just going to guess. I'm just an eyeball. It's up to you on how that you like it, or how that you would want it put. But too, with me doing this first, now, like I said, Jen did not do hers wrong by waiting, or sorry, by not waiting and going ahead and sewing her signature in. But for me, the first time I did it, my pockets were in the way. I mean, I didn't have enough room, so it just created a little bit of a problem, which I fixed it. But um, this just gives me, to me, this gives me more freedom on my pockets. You
Mine
doing
are
okay?
very roughly cut out, but
I like them. I think that gives it a more rustic look.
yeah, I sort of, because it was an old packet, I just thought, I just rough cut it out.
Now, here's the thing to remember. If this is my front, then this is my back. Okay? So right now, I want to make sure that these don't stick out. One of them is sticking out a little bit. So let's see. See, that should be more like how it goes. So I already have this one set up. So I should have done that to begin with, is to check. But it's okay because we'll just go and add our pockets here. I wanted to show you to do that when you cut your pages out. See how they're going to fit together. Because there's always, it seems like with me anyway, there's always one that wants to stick out further than the rest. Jen, I love that color blue on that blue.
It's really nice, isn't it? Sorry, I'm standing up, so it might be a bit close to my mic. I'll sit back down again.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, I've got to stand up sometimes. I can't. So I need another.
Jen and I have some things coming up. I'm not going to say what they are. We have some surprises for everyone on some really cool videos that we've come up with together, some ideas. So that'll be here in the really near future. We have lots of things planned kind of for the whole year. We started planning last year at what we could do um, that everybody might like and enjoy. And Jen is so full of ideas.
I don't know about that.
Oh yeah, we've got some really cool ideas. We got a lot planned. I think it'll be tons of fun.
I think it will be.
So I hope all of you will keep checking us out and come see us during our lives. This is the first live that we've ever done on YouTube. And I
Together.
think, yeah, together. Well, it's my first live on YouTube, period. Um, but we plan to come back, I believe it's
Yes,
with
next week.
next week with a cool surprise project from Jenny Jen.
And it's going to be fun.
Yes.
I love doing videos. I'm not an expert at talking or things like that, but I just love doing videos and sharing. I love to share.
Yes, and this has been so much fun, us working together to come up with things to show. Okay, so I kind of goofed on this middle page here because I went ahead and did both sides, but um, this is going to be my front. First page, second page, third page.
Oh,
Now I'm on my third piece of paper, and I'm going to do things a little bit different on this one.
it's sure ahead of me, girly.
Oh no, you're further than me, I think.
No, I've only on my second. Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3. I'm on my fourth page.
Okay, so you're a little ahead of me.
Oh, am I?
Yep. So this pocket here is just a little bit bigger.
Yes. As you go into your pages, you'll find you've got to trim it down, or in my case, I'm just making my flaps a little bit bigger.
I think I'm going to go about right
And
here.
with Tooks kits, you can do endless things.
Yes.
We won't say what because we'll be sharing it in YouTube. Keep you guys in suspense.
Yes. But I can guarantee we're going to have loads of fun. I'm just looking for my little eraser. Um, just like a gum eraser. I got it at the Dollar Tree before they turned into the $1.25 tree. About everything in ours is $1.25 now, which is fine. I just had to throw a joke out there. But see, I'm just going to put 2 on this page so I can put something a little bit bigger here. And then on the inside,
Oh, you know what we should have done to this?
what's that? You think of it now?
Yes, it's all right. We'll leave it for next time. It was just an idea that flew past, but that's okay. We can use that somewhere else down the track when we're doing one.
Oh, so now she's going to leave me in suspense.
Oh, yeah, you bet.
When you're doing this as well, make sure your pages are all right side up as you go. I had to double check because I can just see me really messing up. So now I'm going to, I have this bigger one in here, but I'm going to go ahead and put a small one here. Oh, about right here. this one in. So, with this, see these small ones here are really close together. But if I came across any like Christmas tickets or postage stamps or anything like that, these here too would be great for those because of the height. And then if I have small cards like journaling cards or tags, they can go in that one. Slowly working our way through this. And like I said, I'm not sure. Now, this kit comes with a lot of ephemera. So I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put it yet. I'm going to put this there. I think I cut out too many pockets for this one, but it's okay because I can use them in the next one I make. I've got my shelf, and pretty soon I'll have it full of these little books. That's bad, isn't it?
I love little books sitting
I
on
do.
your shelf, ain't?
Yeah, and you know me, I love to fussy cut.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen a woman like her for fussy cutting.
Oh, it calms my nerves. Or
If
gets
my
on.
postage wasn't so dear, I'd be sending them all off to JoJo. And I'd say, please cut out for me and send back.
I probably am the fussy cutting like fussy cutting queen in the junk world. That's bad, isn't it?
No.
Well, it is when you run out of ideas and places to put it. But I won't run out. I probably have enough for 2 lifetimes. I fussy cut a lot whenever I get depressed. I'm going to just leave that open to give me more room here in case I get something pretty big. So I'm getting close to the end. Getting close. I'm really liking this a lot more than what I thought I would. It helps that I absolutely love this kit.
I hope I got enough pockets. This is going to be sad if I haven't. How about that? And guess what?
What's that?
I don't think I got enough. And I went through the whole caboodle thinking,
What, enough pockets?
yeah.
Yeah, it takes more pockets than what you think it does. Even when you plan it out. I'm hoping I have enough.
Oh, yay. I've got plenty. Cool.
Oh, now you've got me afraid that I don't.
It's 2. Oh, yes. I've got plenty. Oh, yes.
Good.
Yes, I've got plenty. All good.
Are you still going to show how you did your pockets? How you made them?
What do you mean how I made them?
With your little flap.
Oh, I just measured out my pocket. I had marked out some templates like this. I've got 3 templates. And then I just eyeballed I just did pencil lines around. And then I just eyeballed my little flaps and then just cut it out. Very rough.
I love them.
Yeah, I did it very roughly. I didn't, because I've got templates, so yeah. And my template's just made out of cereal box.
That's cool. Nobody here eats cereal, so I don't get the big cereal boxes.
Well, I don't eat cereals, but Elliot keeps the cereal boxes. If I'm lucky, because Terry gets his hands on them, he chucks them in the bin.
Oh.
So Elliot's got to be very quick on mark.
Yeah, my son don't save them for me. He says I have enough junk. I say, who's he to say what I need and what I don't
But
need?
it's not junk, it's all treasures, I keep telling you.
Yeah, it is. Very much so.
And we've got to love our treasures. What I might do here, I might just cut those flaps off and make it like a little belly band. So something's really long in there, it'll definitely hold in.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
So I'm just going to cut just the one flap off. But you can still add one pocket. Just don't glue the bottom, just glue the sides.
That glue that I keep coming, it doesn't matter. It's not in the way. It's just me. I'm just really weird about wanting glue on my stuff.
So I can just put a really long piece down in there, and it's going to actually hold and not fall everywhere.
That's cool. The good thing about this one, I don't know with your flaps, but if you have it full enough, they don't fall back out.
Well, I sort of just put the flaps on it because it sort of gives me more room. I can add more stuff.
I'm just going to leave one there to put the bigger stuff. Now I'm going to get my front and back. And on the inside, I'm going to put a big pocket here in the front. Ooh, I'm loving this.
I'm going a little bit backwards at the moment. I'm trying to make sure I have enough pockets. I do not want to run out.
Yeah, you are fine. I actually have 2 pockets left over.
Teleport.
Yeah. Jen and I have been talking. We wish that we could come up with a teleport. So that way we can teleport our stuff back and forth to each other so we can share since I'm in the US and she's in Australia. And postage is just crazy outrageous.
Oh gosh, it is here. It's just terrible.
So do you want me to wait for you or to go on?
Let me keep going.
Okay. So I'm going to stitch in these 3 pages. Have my pockets all in here. Double check, make sure that nothing stuck together. That was a little stick right there. So, but yeah, so here we are. So what I what I do with this, let me get my pages straight. Okay, is I took a piece of cardstock and I measured it the length of my pages. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to fold this in half, if it'll cooperate with me. And this way I can make sure that my holes, I don't know if Jenny Jen just eyeballed
Yes,
her.
I do the same. There's mine here.
Oh, see, look, she cheated.
What do you mean I cheated?
You cheated. You're doing the same thing I did. And
Sorry,
then
Gary.
I open it back up and I fold the top and I make sure that it's lined up. And I put a crease in down here. And then for my next step, I take this top piece and I fold it to the middle. And then I crease it. And then with this one, I fold it to this middle.
Oops.
And I crease it.
Oops.
And then I get my handy dandy little, I'll use my marker. And I go to where they meet, right here, the center creases. You see where they meet, and I put a little dot. And then here where they meet, put a little dot. And then the same at the third end. And then here I want to make sure that my pages are lined up the way that I want them. And I eyeball it in here. And I'm going to take my clips and I'm going to put a clip here and a clip on this end. So I have my clips there. And then I put this out here. Fold it in half.
If you don't have clips, you can use pegs, bobby pins, whatever, whatever you've got laying around your house to hold your little pockets in place, your little signatures in place. I don't know whether Joe has used pegs or bobby pins, but I have over time.
Yeah, and I mean, I've done it without using anything at all. But I've also used paper clip, and I use clothespins. That's what I was thinking. I've used
That's why I said
clothespins.
pegs. We call them pegs here in Australia.
Oh, okay. So then I have an awl, and this is okay to use on some things. When I go to poke through my book, I want to be careful that I don't go deep in here, or it's going to be a big, huge, nasty hole. And that's not what I want. So if you don't have an awl and you have needles,
Or a thin nail. I have used a nail when I've lost my pokey tool.
I use that one.
And my pokey tool is from doing pottery.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's one thickness right through.
But I hold my book. I try to hold one side. Now don't get your finger in the way here when you start to poke, but I hold it kind of at a side so I can make sure that it's coming right through that center. See how it come right through? Right here it is. It's hard to see, but it came right through. And then since this is what I'm sewing with, I just pull it on through so that way it is the size of the needle. And then with the second one, I go right to my little black mark and I poke it straight through again. And then I go ahead and push it on through. And I do that one more time. I don't mind sewing these together. Some people don't like them. But then don't like to do the sewing it together. I take this clip off and then I put it right back on. I might leave those up. There we go. It gets a little fiddly sometimes. And then I have some sinew that I'm going to stitch this one with. I've never tried sinew in this before. So
What's
this is
it
is what they use to make dream catchers, the center of a dream catcher.
Oh, okay.
It's a type of like thread.
Yep.
And it's real waxy.
And we just call it a wax thread then if it's waxy.
Yeah. And then to make sure that I have enough, I try to
slide.
Go 2 lengths of my book. And that's more than enough, I'm sure. And then just snip it off. And you've seen that Jen went from the outside in. I normally go from the inside out. Gee, I can't see I can barely see where I made my holes. And then, you know, when you're new, sometimes this thread just finds its way back through. I try to put it underneath one of my little clamps so that way I'm not pulling it. When I pull this tight, it'll stay there till I get done, and I'm not pulling it back out and defeating my purpose. So I'm going to also, I fold my book almost shut when I'm coming back in so I don't make another hole. So I went in through the middle hole and from the outside in through the top hole. Now I'm going to go back in that middle hole again. And of course, I'm going to fold my book again. And I'm going to pull tight. And when I pull tight, if I didn't have this here, it may come on through. And then I'm going to go through, up through, from the back to the front, up through that middle hole there, or that last hole. I'm going to pull that tight. And then I'm going to undo my clip. I do one side first and then the other. And I want to flip through my pages. And you want to make sure that none of your thread got caught or tangled. The more that you do, the quicker, and you won't have to always check. but I thought that I would give some tips while we're going. So you want to do the same with the front. Make sure that nothing is knotted on the inside or twisted. So mine all looks pretty good. So I'm going to pull this one a little bit more, and then I'm going to tie my knot right here. I tie one knot and I pull it really tight, and then I do a double knot. I go through, then I take it through again, and I pull it really tight. And then I clip my ends off.
Are you going to put beads on your string, or are you going to just leave it
I'm just
chain?
going to leave it since it's for my ephemera.
Yeah.
I normally put a bead. First thing I do when I get finished, though, is I put my needle back. If not, it'll end up in my floor and then my foot. So my little book is finished.
So is mine.
Ooh, yours is pretty too. I
I
like
think
that.
that's really nice, didn't they?
Yeah, let me see the inside. Oh,
I
that's
just stuck some little things there, put some little bits of ephemera of Tooks in there. He has a little tags and a little mini tag, so I just stuck it there.
wow. Those are so cute.
I like it. I think it turned out really pretty.
Now, I did cut some ephemera. Wouldn't we know it?
I really like that, and that's my back.
I love that. I think oh, that's so pretty.
Yeah, I like that. But I'm pleased I give that 1/4 of an inch.
See, I'm a cut in full.
Oh, yes.
But I take and I figure out a way of making really tiny ephemera, and that is too. This pocket is just too big. I'll lose it. So, what I may do is I may come back in here at the top and just put a really tiny.
Yes. Yeah. Or even on the pockets, you could add a little tuck spot on the top on the pockets, just for the little
Yeah,
tiny ephemera.
yeah, I could do that right here. Put a
Yes. Yes.
little piece and a tuck.
Like if you even make a little long envelope type thing with a flap to hold them down.
These will fit good right here, like my little music sheets. So I won't put all of these in here. I'm just trying to give a little idea. Um, I cut these smaller. These are normally bigger, but I made them. I like to do miniature and really small ephemera and tags. Um, so I've got those. And then back here at my big one in the back, see these won't fit because they're the normal size. But I can always put a clip up here and
Yeah.
clip them. Or I could make a big pocket on the back to put the big ephemera in. But the postcards, they work perfect in the bigger pocket. And see, Jen, her flaps on her pockets make it to where they'll hold a lot more than mine.
Yes. That's why I sort of put the little flaps, because yeah, you can put a lot more in.
So there you have it, your little Christmas folio, ephemera holder. Jen, I love yours. It turned out so pretty.
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was really nice. And thank you for sharing that, Joetta. I just think they're beautiful.
Yeah, and then we can thank you. We can make Christmas things all through the year when we find something. We
Yes.
have a little folio to throw it into.
That's why I put that like belly band there where it can just
And
like my
two, these are so nice that I'm anxious to pull one out and use it. Otherwise, my ephemera is in a box and I
yeah.
forget I have it. I forget, I don't think about it. And with these right here at my fingertips, I think about them all the time because I like the looks of them.
Yeah, they're right at hand's reach sort of thing, aren't they?
Yes. So soon we'll have a whole shelf of them.
Yes, most definitely.
Did you have anything else you'd like to share?
No, thank you very much for inviting me
Oh, don't
on
thank
your
me for
channel
that.
to do this. Guys, please go down and tick the subscribe button on Joetta's and my channel. Please leave a comment.
And I
So
will link Jenny Jen's YouTube down below as well. It'll
mm,
take me a few minutes to get it all set up, but um, that'll all be down below. I'll have a lot of information, and then that way you can be on the lookout because we've got some really fun stuff planned up for everyone.
yeah, because Joanna Etta and I will be like she'll come over to my channel next week and we'll do this share thing again. Sometimes we will do it on our own, but there will be times that we will share.
Thank you so much for joining me in this fun, awesome craft.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you guys. Please stay safe and take care. God bless.
Have a great day, everyone, and remember to be kind to one another. Bye bye.
Don't forget to stop.
Thanks, Jen.
You're welcome.